Hello, everyone. Hello, Annie. How are you today?
Hello, I'm good. I'm over the moon.
Right. And hello, Alan. You are a new member here, and
Yes.
Annie has invited you to come. So,
Thank you.
can you tell us where you are from, please, Alan?
I am from the UK. I was born in the Midlands, just outside of Birmingham, but I've spent the last 40 years in the southwest in Cornwall before I came to Spain.
Right. So you've lived in the Midlands, as you said, and then you moved down to the south. And
To the
now,
south, yeah.
where do you live now, actually?
I live now in Andalusia, in the southern part of Spain, the hottest part, and I must say it's extremely hot right now. But
Right.
yes, it's 60 miles east of Malaga. Most people have heard of the city of Malaga, but that's where I live.
Okay, so we have something a little in common because I live in a Spanish city as well, and I'm not far away from you.
Really?
I live in a place called Ceuta, which is in the north of Africa, but I normally go to Malaga when I get the airport, or I get a boat to go to the mainland. So we're on different continents, but we are both living in Spain.
Yes, my goodness, what a coincidence.
Yes. So
I didn't realize that you were, well, I didn't take into account where you were actually living, but now I know, of course.
Yes, I've lived here, Alan, for nearly 36 years. So I've lived here for a long time. I think I'm more Spanish now than I am English.
Oh, well, I wish I could say the same. I'm struggling with the language. I'm doing my very best, but I'm not really motivated enough. I need a partner that I can exchange, some Espanol with. But I've got enough to get by, but I need to be a little bit more fluent, I must admit.
Maybe as you can speak English on a daily basis, you don't have the need to learn Spanish. That sometimes happens. Right then,
Yes.
Alan, as you can see, today's topic is daily activities. So we will start with Annie. And the first question is, do you usually do the same things every day?
This is for me, is it? Sorry, yes. Yes and no. I mean, because I'm retired, of course, I'm a man of leisure, so to speak, and it's just one big holiday. So I can pick and choose depending on how hot it is outside. But my main, the thing that I like doing most, of course, is going down to the coast, which is 25 kilometers away. And I do like to visit the coast at least 2 or 3 times a week. Other than that, I keep myself amused indoors. I'm on the computer checking out emails, or I do spend a little bit of time on some of the chat boxes. But yes, that's my hobby really. And I like walking. It's very mountainous here, and so it's nice if it's not too hot to go a walk through the mountains. And of course, the views are spectacular here.
Yes, it's very green, unless it's summer.
Very.
And you, Annie, what about you? Do you do the same things every day, Annie?
Yes, I do. I usually do the same thing every single day, but in a day must be many variety. I did many activities, kind of, yeah, at home doing chores, and also on social media as well, learning English and improvise myself and whatever I want to do. Yes, that's it. My daily routine.
I think some of us keep to a routine to help us get through the day. And so it's like a motivation, no? For example, Monday to Thursday, I have my routine, which I can't break because of work. So I get up at 8 o'clock. I have lunch at 1:30. I go to work at 2:30. So Monday to Thursday, I have a built-in routine. And then on Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I can choose a few things that I want to do, or I have my obligations with my online classes. But if I don't have a routine, I find that I waste my time and I don't do anything. So, and also I don't feel motivated with life if I haven't got a routine. This is my point of view. Right, Alan, are you an early bird or an night owl?
Well, I'm neither really. More probably an early bird than a night owl. I generally wake up, I don't know, maybe 7. I generally rise about 8 o'clock, mainly because if I want to go out, of course, I need to get up in time to catch the morning bus. And of course, there's only 2 buses a day. So you have to really get your skates on, so to speak, and get up and get cracking. As for nighttime, no, I'm certainly not a night owl. I find at my age, I get tired fairly quickly. And I'm generally aiming to go to bed at 9 p.m. at night.
Wow.
Unless there's something really good on television, which I'm afraid there isn't. So I'm not a night owl. I'm an early go to bed, and I might sit up in bed and watch something on my mobile phone perhaps, but certainly not a night owl. I don't last very long.
So you are an early bird then. And
Yeah,
what
really,
they say,
yes.
the early bird catches the worm, so they get more
I'm at
done.
I'm my best in the mornings. The mornings is the best time of the day.
And you, Anney, how would you describe yourself?
I think I consider myself as an early bird as well, because I have to wake up in the morning, like as usual, as a Muslim, we have to take prayers in the morning. So I cannot like wake up too late. So I have to wake up in early morning every single time. So I consider myself an early bird.
Right. I wake up about 6, but I don't get out of bed at that time. And I am an addict to my phone, so I scroll down and have a look at a couple of things. And I feel that I get more done in the morning. Also, if it's hot, like it is now, Alan, in Spain,
Yes.
I like to do everything before 12 o'clock, before
Absolutely.
it gets too hot.
Yes.
I don't need to catch buses or anything because everything's in walking distance, but I prefer the morning, even though I go to bed at 12 o'clock, well, 11, and I go to sleep at 12. But let's say I'm an early bird because I feel I get more done in the morning.
Yes, yes.
Right, Alan, what is your main meal of the day?
Well, I looked at that and you're going to be surprised because the answer is none. I do not bother with a midday meal. I'm not looking for food at all during the day. I can quite happily go from breakfast right through the day until I get home from the beach, and I'll probably cook something around 6 or 7 p.m. in the evening. But I don't know, my appetite for food seems to be dwindling the older I get.
Oh, I wish I could be like you, Alan. I have a problem with eating. I just love eating all the time. I snack and things like that. This is my problem. And you, Anney?
Ah, right.
What is your main meal of the day?
As in an Indonesian, the main meal or my staple food here is rice. So mostly, I mean, in general, people in Indonesia, they eating rice every single day. Perhaps for like people on the street, I mean, like common people, they eat rice like twice a day, kind of for breakfast, lunch, dinner, and they all with rice. But the company would be different, kind of fish, vegetable, or meat, or tofu, and many variety of food, and different shape and taste also. But every single day must be rice. But as for myself, I didn't eat rice kind of others do, kind of 3 times a day, I eat rice maybe just only once a day. I skip breakfast sometimes, because in the morning I prefer to maybe at least kind of warm water at least. But normally I squeezing lemon and with water, that's enough for the first intake in the morning. And lunch must be the big meal along the day. And then for dinner, mostly I eat like oatmeal, kind of fruit or juice kind of thing. Even the rice, but not that much. Only a tiny bit. Yeah, that's my.
Right. So everyone is different, even though the culture or the traditions are a certain way. Also, we need to think about how we can maintain ourselves healthy, because everyone is different. So I have a struggle really with my weight. So because of my working hours, I have breakfast, which is normally oatmeal with fruit. And then at 1:30, I have a salad with fish normally. And then at night I come home and I want to be comforted. So I want something to eat. But I try to keep to a soup or something like that. But here in Spain, the main meal of the day is midday, when people come home from work or they come home from school. Of course, there are exceptions to that. So ideally, I should eat breakfast and lunch and not eat anything for dinner. But I haven't got that under control yet. But I wish I could be more like Alan. I would lose weight very quickly if I could be like Alan, but I am not. So I will have to keep trying. Right, Alan, has your routine changed that much in the past years?
Oh, very much so. I mean, life in Spain is so different to the UK. They are a million miles apart. In the UK, of course, my routine was we had quite we had about 5 or 6 acres of land, and there was a lot of grass to cut. So I would spend maybe 2 days every couple of 3 weeks mowing the grass with a huge mower. And we didn't go out a lot really. But here in Spain, because the lifestyle is so different, there's so much more to see really. I love walking, and I think that's what's probably kept me in trim, although I'm quite an active person anyway. I'm not one for sitting around watching TV all day. TV programs these days seem to be very boring, so I don't spend a lot of time watching TV. I'd sooner be out, or preferably I'd sooner go down to the beach, sunbathe in the sun, have 2 or 3 swims in the sea, and that really makes my day. I might visit friends, local friends from time to time. You know, we contact one another on WhatsApp or Messenger or whatever it may be, and we just say, how about we meet up for half a day or whatever. But after that, other than that, I don't go out in the evenings, as I say. I mean, once I'm home, I'm afraid I'm stuck by the bus timetable. I don't have a car now, which is unfortunate. Otherwise, I would get out even more. But yes, I still enjoy the life here. It's absolutely great. And I certainly wouldn't go back to the UK.
I think you're very lucky, even though you have to adapt yourself to public transport. It sounds very remote where you are now. So I'm very happy where I am now in my time of life. Maybe when I was younger, I wanted to move more and travel more, but I'm happy. I have the beach 10 minutes away from my house, so I don't need public transport. I can go any time of the day.
Yeah.
Right. So I think you're very lucky, and you should enjoy the time that you have there. Because you have a lot of advantages. And in England, you can visit there, but you can't live there now. I think it's not so enjoyable. And Annie, how about you? Has your life changed in the last few years, or you're the same as ever?
Oh, yes. For personal reason, yes. It's changed. That is impact to my daily routine, of course. And now I'm a lot more, I mean, I got a more freedom, not like before, you know. And now I can be, you know, like I can doing anything I want not like before. Before I got a lot of responsibility and also working. And then now, even though not that much, I mean, not a whole day working, only a few days in a week. So it's not that make me burn out. So yeah, it's changed. Of course, it changed, but about the personal reason. So I cannot share then.
Right. Also, I think the pandemic changed our working place a lot. And
Yes.
some of us were unlucky and we lost our jobs or something like that happened. So we have more free time. So we need to organize that a little bit better. Alan, do you plan life or do you live off the cuff?
No, I don't plan life. I take each day as it comes. So quite honestly, I'm living life off the cuff, so to speak. Of course, there is the odd occasion when somebody will contact me and say, how about having a day out, whatever. And in that case, yes, I have to make note that I've got a certain appointment or date, call it what you like, with a certain person on a certain day. But unless I write it down, I have a terrible memory. But yeah, definitely off the cuff. I take each day as it comes and make the most of it.
That's fantastic.
Okay.
And Annie, what about you?
Oh, yes, same here. I live my life off the cuff because nobody know what tomorrow brings. So I'm just go with the flow. I don't know. So yeah, acceptance, of course. I cannot plan anything in my life. So yeah, maybe planning, oh, why don't I do this, do that? So it has got me stress only if it doesn't work the way I want it to be. So off the cuff, of course.
I agree with you there. I'm a planner, so when I don't plan things, I feel lost. I have a calendar in the kitchen, Alan, where I write down things I have to do. Good. Because I could get confused as well. So any appointment goes on my calendar. But at the moment, my mindset is planning. But Annie, you're so right. Just recently with the pandemic, if we plan something and it doesn't go the way we think it should, we do get frustrated or stressed. And sometimes I get the feeling we can't plan things like before. And Alan, to finish this section, what is the most important activity of the day for you?
Well, for me, it may not be any particular day, but the most important activity I enjoy the most is making contact with people all over the world.
Right.
I speak with people, could be from Venezuela, Thailand, Argentina, Sri Lanka, you name it. I've met so many nice people. And apart from the chat box, I get to talk to quite a few on a one-to-one basis because I'm interested in their culture and they may be a little interested into what mine was like in the UK. Not that it was all exciting. So yes, the most important activity for me is to keep in contact with people like Annie and many more. It really is, it uplifts my heart no end.
I understand where you're coming from when you say that. And Annie, what is the most important part of your day?
Of my day, of course, the first one is about teaching, and the second one is cooking, wow. and and then exercise. That's it.
I'm just thinking, I can't put my finger on it. What is the most important? Well, my job, I have to do my job, no? And I have no way out of my job. But on a personal level.
What is your occupation, Ms. Letty? What is your occupation?
Yes, I'm an ESL teacher.
Oh, right, okay.
And I have an academy here where I live. So we're finishing now on the 22nd for this year. And then we have like a summer camp and then I have a month's holiday. So I'm busy mostly every day with responsibilities, no? But the most important thing of my day, I suppose, is to get out of bed and I'm okay. And I have no aches and pains. Maybe that's the most important thing of the day. Because as we're getting on, it's amazing how many aches and pains we can have during the day. So I would like to thank both of you, and especially Alan, because it was a pleasure talking to you.
It's been my pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Oh, really good to find new faces and new people, like you said. And also our listeners, our viewers, will be able to listen to a different kind of conversation, which is good for them as well. So let's say goodbye, and hopefully we will see each other again. Okay, then, toodaloo.
Okay.
Toodaloo.
Bye-bye.